Mariano, it's wonderful to have you back on Floor Talk. Thanks for joining me today.
3 years.
3 years.
3 years.
It's been wonderful.
Yeah.
So now, VTEX has been outperforming many of its competitors. What factors do you think are driving its success?
So I believe the focus on providing the software for commerce, for enterprise customers in a layer of commerce experts service providing. So we not only serve the best product, but we have the best ecosystem to provide those enterprise customers to simplify their operations. Customers are fed of paying abusive prices. They need, because of the financial distress that the world is a little bit, they need to pursue profitability. And VTEX product fit, it is natural for that. Remember that we came out of Brazil, in a country that we learned how to provide very kind of a complete software in a very, very affordable prices. And that's what the American companies are now looking for it. And the product fit of VTEX to the American retailers and brands are natural. You mentioned that we are outperforming. I believe we are doing a good job. Our competitors are doing a good job as well. But yes, VTEX is popping, and I'm really proud of what they're doing.
So let's talk about trends. What trends do you see for retailers and brand manufacturers in digital commerce?
We cannot ignore the fact that retailers and brands manufacturers, they were suffering in the last 2 years with the high financing costs. And that affects their margins. So if you go for the listed companies, average could be around 4 to 5% profitability. That's too low for a sustainable market. So the years that we have been through, the retailers, they started to be a little bit more fat than the necessary. So they need to be cutting and the fat and being lean to operate in a more efficient way. The trend now is to pursue the simplicity on the architecture. So not about complex things, it's the opposite. Now the simplicity rules, and they are pursuing companies that can provide them out of the box just things that they need to be there. So I'm talking about the omni-channel, the cross-border, the multi-warehouse operation, a platform with order management in the same platform. So all of these before was a kind of a puzzle. It was too expensive. Now you can just hire one provider and you have these out of the box. So this is a trend. The companies will, for the next maybe 3-5 years, keep pursuing efficiency at ultimate all costs. And we are happy to provide the software that does that and allow them to have this kind of efficiency. This is the biggest trend. A second one, if I can mention, is the fact that new channels needs to pop. The cost of acquisition for all retailers and brand manufacturers are in the peak. The inflation on clicks to have cost of acquisition online, it's in a 15 to 18% year over year, reaching a moment that nobody wants to pay anymore for online traffic. So what's next? I believe that conversational, new channels, organic and sustainable channels like live shopping, personal shopper, I believe will pop to the Americans as it already popped in Europe, in Asia, in Latin America, and it's starting to enter in the US. So unstructured channels on an organic and sustainable way will be where the retailers will be focusing, and customer service will be a key trend. So the marketing is not anymore to acquire customers. The marketing is how you create loyalty into the customers that you bought. So the marketing departments also will be reinvented, recreated. And with the advent of AI, then is another thing, right?
And how do you think AI will impact retail globally?
Enormously. The companies that do not use AI in their favor, they're going to be out. Simple and pragmatically. There is a trap that we need to point it out. AI is an infrastructure game as cloud. So if we came back in time 20 years and we ask the retailer, say, how much are you going to invest in cloud? Probably the smarter smartest answer would be no, nothing. Because companies like Google, like Microsoft, like Amazon, AWS is already spending billions on cloud, and I'm gonna use in my favor. So new disruptions on infrastructure are used to reduce the cost of operation, not to increase capex. So it is a trap that if it is not well communicated, retailers and brands will fall for that and will start spending capex again and again, and the financial distress will get worse. We are translating the infrastructure of AI in the world to a pragmatic outcomes to our customers. And they can use out of the box the AIs, for example, LLM models to minimize 50% of the cost on customer service, or recommendations, or consumer prediction behavior. All of these will not be for a non-tech to discover. That's too expensive. That's gonna be our job to buy servers through all the commodity that will come from AI in the world and just translate these in outcomes to our customers. So it's a moment that the more sharp you will be in terms of capital allocation, better you're gonna end. And that means you need to focus in what brings you revenue, organic and sustainable revenue, that's important, and profit. You don't invest in AI by the matter of investing in AI. You invest in generating revenue and you invest in generating profit. By the way you use the technology that are there for you. Remember that the revolution, Judy, is not in the invention. The revolution is how you use the invention in your favor. Has always been. So it's not who invent that absorbs the maximum value of the invention. It is who use in their favor and do it faster that will capitalize all the game. So we are on these. We are in the game of being empowering our customers in all the layers, in conversion, in customer service, with AI tools for them to be transparent. And they can claim that they are investing a lot because they are trusting this role in ourselves, in AWS, in Google, in Cinerize. So modeling companies that are dealing with the infrastructure, that companies on applications can add the outcomes, then customers can just use it. So it's the same as you are a consumer and I ask you, how much are you investing in ethanol? I don't mind investing in the fuel. I mind to have the best car with the lowest cost as possible. That's what the company should be focusing.
Well, Mariano, it's always wonderful to talk with you. Thanks
Thank you
for
so much.
joining
It's an
me.
honor to be with you.
Thank you.